So the Learning Challenge is about bringing together 20 years worth of work on what is better known as the Learning Pit, about how to help students out of their comfort zone and how to help them through this pit of uncertainty, through this pit of confusion and complexity, to find a way through that and out the other side. There's 4 stages to it. The first stage is to identify a concept. So right at the heart of a learning challenge is a key theme. That might be justice, it might be technology, food, literature. It could be a whole range of things, but identifying that concept that is applicable to your curriculum, applicable to what the students are studying at the time. Then you go from point 1, concept, into the pit. And that I call the conflict stage. And that's not about conflict between people, it's about conflict of ideas. It's seeking out the differences in opinion, the differences in assumptions and complexities of that idea. By being in the pit, that's a way of saying, I'm confused. When we first learn to ride a bike, we're very wobbly. We're on that bike and we're wobbling around. And that's what the pit is about, is wobbling, not maybe physically, but mentally wobbling. It's like, oh, this is hard. And that's not weakness, that's actually a strength. It's that willingness to step beyond what we're able to do. So stage 2 is that conflict. Stage 3 is then climbing out of the pit, and I call that construct. So constructing new ideas, new meanings to what we've been doing. We've got lots of pit tools, for want of a better phrase, these ways to build analogies, metaphors, to build more complex answers as we climb out of the pit. And then right at the end is the consider stage. And the consider is about looking forward to how can I apply this? In other words, how can I transfer what I've learned to another context? And it's also about reviewing where I've been. So that sense of metacognition, thinking about thinking. So it's thinking, what did I think at the beginning? What challenged those thoughts? What was going on when I was in that pit of uncertainty? When you've gone from surface level knowledge, where you know, but you don't really understand, you know, you go from there through this unpacking of that, this revealing of complexity, and then you build a deep sense of understanding. That purpose is so that you move beyond the easy, you move beyond the initial, and you go into the more sophisticated understanding. We show how to make it happen. How to make it happen in 5 minutes, how to make it happen in the space of a whole lesson, how to make it happen in small groups or a whole class with more than 30 students. Lots of different ways to do that. And we've got all of these lesson ideas following up from the main book, the Learning Challenge, so that here's how to do it in elementary, here's how to do it in secondary ELA, here's how to do it secondary mathematics, secondary science. Lots of different ways to say, it's not just a theory, it really does work in practice, and here's how to do it.